Hello students, welcome to the descriptive practice session for RBI Grade B. In this session, we'll be discussing UNDP's new strategy for gender equality was mentioned in UND's report. Taking reference of this report, how can we introduce gender sensitization in the fabric of Indian economy? This is the question, students. Students, this question becomes important in the context that recently in March 2024, UNDP has released an HDI 2022, okay, Human Development Index 2022, in which India was ranked. India ranked 134th rank, okay, 134th rank, and also it along with this, Gender Inequality Index was also released. Gender Inequality Index was also released. In that, India was ranked 108 in 2022. Okay. So in this report, there was a mention of UNDP's gender equality strategy, UNDP's gender equality strategy, equality strategy 2022 to 25. Okay. And also recently in December 2024, UNDP has received an gold UNDP India, particularly UNDP India has received a gold certification for gender equality among all UNDP, okay, associations. Clear? So in this context, gender equality becomes an important topic. Also, there was a recent news with Women Reservation Bill. Clear? Women Reservation Bill was introduced. So in this context, this gender sensitization and gender equality becomes important, students. So let's see how to write the answer for this descriptive writing with reference to this gender equality and gender sensitization. A student's introduction has to be in this way. India has seen a progress towards gender equality in the recent decades, but vast inequalities continues to persist. UNDP's Gender Inequality Index 2022, which is measured across dimensions of health, empowerment, and labor market, ranks India 108 out of 191 countries with a score of 0.437, with Indian women facing difficulties across various stages of life. There has to be an introduction. You have to give a brief introduction, students, how India is progressing in gender equality, but problems still persist. Okay, and to support that, you have to give a rank or data. Okay, you have to give more data points, students, so that your answer will become more informative. Clear? Next, UNDP's Gender Equality Strategy 22-25 sets out an ambitious agenda to help countries to embrace complexity and find new solutions to gender equality, with India being the most populous country. Okay, most populous country and large youth, India's progress on gender equality becomes important in achieving UN SDG goals of 2030. Okay, students, can anybody tell me which is the SDG goal for equality? SDG goal, which goal? This is your homework, students. You can write down. Okay. Next, let's see what are the important causes for gender inequality, students. You have to cover that part also. The important causes for gender inequality are, you have to give little information on causes also. One is, main reason is poverty. Next, illiteracy. Next, patriarchal setup in Indian society. Lack of awareness among women. Okay, lack of awareness among women and social customs, beliefs, and cultural practices. These are the important causes, students. Main is poverty, illiteracy, patriarchal setup in Indian society, lack of awareness among women and social customs. These are the important five important causes. Okay. Next, let's see what is gender sensitization. What is gender sensitization? This gender sensitization is the most effective and non-confrontist approach for promoting gender equality. Okay, most effective and non-confrontist approach. See, gender sensitization process involves four stages. Namely, one is changing perception of men. Okay, changing perception is nothing but changing mindset of men who think that women are weak or unequal entity. They making their mindset change. Okay, one is first process is that. Next, second is recognition. Men who are insensitive towards women's role in economy recognize their contribution to sensitization. Clear? Next, accommodation. In accommodation, they provide men provide women also equal opportunity in meaningful participation in development and decision making progress. Okay, equal opportunity will be provided. Clear? Equal opportunity. Next, action. Last plan of is action. In this, gender sensitized men become action oriented and are alert to see that women are neither neglected nor discriminated, and they get their due status in the economy. So basically, they work for women after gender sensitization. Men work for women empowerment. Clear? And education, training, awareness campaigning, and reduction of poverty play an important role in gender sensitization. Okay, these are the important roles, students, which help in gender sensitization. One is education, training, awareness, campaigns, and reduction of poverty. So these help in gender sensitization, particularly in children students. In the early stages of child growth itself, you have to impart this gender sensitization. Okay, who become the future citizens so that they see men and women as equal. It can be integrated into the school curriculum, workplace policies, community programs to create a culture where individuals work towards gender equality. This is a perfect answer, students. You had to cover gender equality part, what are the causes, and then gender sensitization, and lastly, you have to take steps taken. You have to give few steps taken by Government of India in gender sensitization and women empowerment. Clear? Government has launched various initiatives spanned across women's life cycle, including girls' education, skill development, entrepreneurship facilitation, and safety for women workplace, driving women's led development agenda. You had to use such kind of words, students, to better your answer, like women's led development agenda, and then weak and unequal, see men as equal. Okay, and then few data points like SDG, which have given gender inequality index, all this. Okay, so we had to mention few schemes. One is Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao campaign launched in 2015 to address the issue of decline in child sex ratio, along with related issues of empowerment of girls and women over their life cycle. Next, one-stop center for women affected by violence, one-stop center for women affected by violence. Next, Mahila E-Hut for women entrepreneurs by providing an online marketing platform to display their products. Next, Mahila Shakti Kendras for rural women to approach the government for availing their entitlements and empowering them through capacity building and training. Okay, next, STEP scheme. STEP, supporting and training and employment program for women to upgrade skills of women for self and wage employment. Next, gender budgeting, introduced in 2005 and 6, to ensure that public resources are collected and spent efficiently based on different gender needs and priorities. Okay, students, you can include many data points also. You can include many data points which are in news, like for example, what is the life expectancy, which was given in this thing also. expectancy, which was given. Next, maternal mortality rate, to show that women are not treated equally. What are the problems faced by women? All this you can show. Maternal mortality rate. Next, TFR rate, total fertility rate, how it is decreasing, and all this. Okay, clear? You can show all these students to data points. You can add these data points to improve your more answer more. Okay. At the end, you have to give a good conclusion, students. In conclusion, you can see that India, despite showing a significant improvement over last decade in reducing gender inequality, GA ranked from 127 in 2014 to 108 in 2022 through various initiatives. It still has a long way to go. It still has a long way to go. More concerted efforts are required to at all levels of economy to bring gender equality and for India to maintain its position as a global growth leader. Along with various initiatives to empower women, there has to be a systematic approach to sensitize all sections, particularly men, to see women as their equals by changing their perceptions and attitudes. Clear? There has to be a good introduction and good conclusion and few data points in between students to enhance to get you good marks. Clear? And structure has to be good. Structure has to be this way. Clear? Okay, students, that's it for today's session. Let's see another question in the next session. Thank you.